Okay, so we're back on the roof project and it looks like it's going to be blue skies all day, which is exactly what we need. So we're back on the roof, and as you can see we had a bit of a downpour on that temporary sheeting. So first job of the day was to clear that off, finish up the fascias and that last little bit of roof deck. Well, we can definitely continue because all of the roofing has just arrived. It's rather heavy and I'm glad Dad's coming over to give me a hand putting it on the roof. So we managed to thread an aluminium pole through the roll and managed to kind of wrestle it up onto the roof. It wasn't light, but we managed to get it up safely. And this is Epdm and it's a single ply membrane with no joins, just one piece. And it came from Rubber for Roofs, who supplied it for the video, so a big thank you to them. And the first thing really was to sweep down the whole surface and check for any nails, screws, anything that could be protruding. So once we knew that was fine, we laid it out. Now we didn't think there was a top or a bottom, but actually we did spot some printing on there, so you'll see we had to flip it over once we'd laid it out. And you really want to just let it relax for half an hour or more, just to take any of the creases out and level itself. Right, we're going to get on and lay the roof now. We've got about 2 or 3 hours of daylight and I think we're okay. That'll get us all the way around, minus the bit of trim. So the last thing I'm going to do now is to start giving you a tutorial on how to lay a rubber roof, because I've never done it before. And also Rubber for Roofs have got a video on each step on their YouTube channel, so it made sense to just do an overview of how easy it is to lay. But put it this way, if you're the sort of person that can follow instructions to build some flat pack furniture, you're probably not going to have too many problems on a simple flat roof like this. So the second half of the roof went a little bit smoother now we knew what we were doing. I did get a little bit of the adhesive on the top, but it was a water-based type adhesive and it wiped off absolutely fine afterwards. I just caught it before it dried. Now you can spot there that I've just put some weight down on some of the folds that just there were just some creases which were a bit stubborn. So I just weighed those down overnight just to make sure that they fully bonded to the roof surface. Now it hasn't been a complete transformation because I've still got to do our trim around the outside. So there's going to be a curb on the front and side, and on the back there will be a gutter. So there's a few bits like that, but we can do that after. We've also left 6 inches or 150 mil around the perimeter, which you use a different adhesive. You use the contact adhesive, which I imagine is a bit stronger to stop any uplift risk. Okay, we're a few days on now and I've installed the far side, the curb trim, which is where the water runs away from. It's on the high side of the roof. Now we're going to look at this gutter edge, and what you're supplied with is a backing plate which goes onto a timber batten, and then you put the Epdm over, and then you put your curb trim on there, sorry, your gutter trim on there. The water flows over that into the gutter. So first job is to cut the timber batten to length. We'll fix that up and then we've got our trims in place. Sorry about that, you're getting a tough time at the moment, aren't you? Right, then we've got these trims next. They've got a little tapered bit there which goes at the top. The rubber roof to go over the top of it. And then our next piece will go over the top of that. Yeah, actually I think we did break the camera when it fell over, so apologies if the focus is a little bit off at the moment. There are two little bits which I've left. I've just kind of lapped them over the edge and we'll tack them down temporarily. Now they're going to flash onto new extensions. The garden room will be built in the spring and it will flash into the timber frame. And the porch I'm going to get on with in the next couple of weeks, and we're actually going to have a join between the two rubber roofs there. So that'll be another thing to look at when we get to it. But for now, we're watertight. So before we lose all light, I'll try and give you a bit of a tour. So this side here is the gutter edge, and you can see it stands off the fascia just by the distance of that batten that we put on there, and that's just going to allow it to discharge into the gutter. And skipping around to the front here, this is where our porch is going to join on. So you can see this section hanging loose there. I'm just going to fix that down temporarily. It'll be cut back and joined onto the porch once that's built. You can see on the back here, this is where it just compresses that foam there, which creates a seal to the roof. And it's kind of a secondary seal really, because, well, primary seal, because actually if anything got through there, it would run down the back of the Epdm. And the Epdm carries on down until just above the bottom of here. So down the other end there, I'll feature in another video. That's where we've got the LED flashing to go on. Now the stonework was so kind of uneven and bumpy that rather than just go straight up the wall and have a flashing there, I had to actually put an upstand. So we used a thin strip of timber as our upstand, and then the flashing will come out the wall above that and come over. As you can see, it holds out the rain very well. And to be honest, so far it's probably one of the easiest stages of the build. And I haven't got any lovely finished shots of it or footage of it when it's all finished, simply because the building is in a pretty terrible state outside still, and it's been tipping it down with rain for the last week. So here's a little sneak peek at the next episode, which will be studding out all the walls, ready for our insulation and plasterboard. As well as a massive thank you to Dad, as always. We must say a huge thank you to Rubber for Roofs, who were kind enough to supply all of this for us in order to make the video, in order to give us a roof, and also in order to give you guys an insight into how easy it can be. And they've also supplied a Rubber for Roofs discount, which you can use our code over at their website, and you can also check out, they've got a calculator there which will do all of the hard work for you and tell you exactly what you need. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that one. Any questions down below, and give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Apart from that, thanks for watching. Remember, if you can, do it yourself, and we'll see you next time.